Hello everyone, I'm Adriana Rodriguez from the Northern Arizona College Resource Center, and today we will be discussing 3 different DACA-friendly scholarship applications you can fill out this month. As always, if you have any questions, you can email me at adriana.rodriguez@nau.edu or email us at nacrc@nau.edu, as well as reach out to us through our social media. All our handles will be placed at the end of this presentation. So to get started, we'll be going over these 3 scholarships. All links to the scholarships will be posted in the description box so you can locate and apply to all the scholarships. If there is a problem with the links, please let us know by commenting and letting us know that there's something wrong. So first, we're going to go over Writing the Future Scholarship, which is being sponsored by the Dibella Law Office. So the legal team at Dibella believes that tomorrow's future begins with today's youth. This is why they are once again offering a $1,000 scholarship to a diligent and deserving college student or high school senior in the U.S. They say that tomorrow's leaders aren't born, they are nurtured, and they hope that this scholarship shapes a future leader we can all be proud of. So here are some of the basics for the scholarship. First, it is worth $1,000 and there is only one award being given to students. The deadline is on April 7th, 2021, and the winner will be notified on May 5th, 2021. So the scholarship has a few requirements. First is you must be a high school senior on track to graduate or a college student enrolled in an accredited 4-year university college or currently enrolled in a 2-year college and planning to transfer to a 4-year university or college upon completion. The second is you have earned or will have earned your high school diploma this calendar year. The third being you have maintained a 3.0 or higher GPA. Lastly, you are a U.S. citizen or hold permanent residency status, and DACA recipients again are welcome to apply to this one. If you are unsure if you meet this criteria, please reach out to your counselor or to us here at the NACRC so we can understand where you are. This scholarship does require you to submit an essay. This essay should be between 500 to 1,000 words and should follow the prompt, which is at Dibella Offices PC. We're all about giving back to the community, from supporting our Boston Red Sox to collecting holiday donations for charities to performing random good deeds for local families in need. We're always looking for ways to make a difference. You're young, but it's never too soon to start helping others. Tell us about a good deed that you did or are currently doing for someone else. Tell us a story in 5 to 1,000 words. So what they're looking for here is to really hear from you what you're doing and how you're helping to give back in some way. Um, and this particularly, they don't specify that it has to be community service. So if you're someone who is maybe helping take care of an old relative because of COVID, or someone who took up another job again to help support your family during COVID, I feel like this does count as a good deed or something you're currently doing for someone else, and you should write about that. I would say that there's probably going to be a lot of students applying to this to the scholarship, and essays are going to be phenomenal. So you really have to be very careful about your writing style and take consideration to edit it and make sure it's at the best it can possibly be. If you need help with that or you need some extra pair of eyes to look over your essay, again, you can send it to us at the NACRC. Our email will be at the end of this presentation. So our second scholarship is the Myers Family Scholarship that is being sponsored by the Myers Family Foundation. So this is their mission statement, which is I'm going to read. Dr. William Myers and his wife Sandra Myers, along with their 4 children, established the scholarship fund in 2002. Each member of the family contributes to fund scholarships for graduating seniors at a central high school. Scholarships are awarded to students who have a record of community service and high academic achievement, along with substantial need for financial assistance to reach the goal of a college education. And DACA students are welcome to apply to this scholarship. There is So this scholarship is worth $2,000. There's only one award being given. The deadline is April 15th, 2021. And although it doesn't have a result date, again, I would say that it would be sometime in June that they would give the response to the winner. So this scholarship has a few requirements. The first being that the student must be a U.S. citizen, lawful resident, conditional permanent resident, and DACA students are again being considered for the scholarship. Second, the student must be graduating senior from a central high school. They must be admitted to an accredited Arizona public university or community college. Next, the student must show financial need as shown by the FAFSA. The student must be first generation to attend college. The student must also have a minimum 3.0 GPA. The student must demonstrate evidence of high motivation, determination to succeed, and potential leadership. Lastly, the student must have extracurricular or community service involvement. Um, if you aren't sure if your college is or community college is accredited, again, you can reach out to us and we can help you identify what accredited university is. So students will apply through the Arizona Community Foundation. So if you have already completed the general application, chances are you have been applied to this scholarship. This scholarship has an interview component. So students selected are selected to meet with the donor and the Arizona Community Foundation staff will be contacted, and the student will be contacted by the ACF to schedule interviews that take place at the high school where you're attending, generally the third week in April. So please keep this in mind as you apply for this funding. Award amount will increase by $1,000 each year after sophomore year. Award is renewable for up to 3 additional years after the initial award. So students must maintain full-time enrollment, a minimum 2.5 GPA, and provide a year-end narrative for the donor's review. Students will be contacted via email in the spring with instructions about the renewal process. So next is the Anthem contest. The Anthem contest is being sponsored by the Anthem Foundation, which is a series of books that were written. So students are recommended to read those books before applying. So let's go over some of the basics for the scholarship. The first is that this scholarship is worth $2,000, with second place receiving $250, as well as third place receiving $100. There are 9 awards, 5 third place winners, 3 second place winners, and 1 first place winner. Next, the deadline for the scholarship is on April 29, 2021, and winners will be notified on August 2021 of their status and whether or not they won this award. So next up is to go over the requirements and eligibility. First, this contest is open worldwide, except where void or prohibited by law. Next, entrant must be in 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th grade for any part of the school year in which the contest is held. The Anne Rand Institute, which sponsors this scholarship, reserves the right to make exceptions to this rule on a case by case basis. For international students or for students with non standard school years, um, you can still apply to this. Again, they'll make exceptions for a case by case basis. Verification of school enrollment will be required for a winning entrance, meaning you at the point of winning the scholarship in any way, whether you get first, second, or third place, you do have to verify that you are attending the school. Lastly, employees of the Animal Institute, its board of directors, and their immediate family members are not eligible for this contest. Past first place winners are not eligible for this contest as well. So the application for the scholarship is pretty not super simple. You do have to write an essay for it. The essay does have to be 600 to 1,200 words in length and must be written in English. You have to select one of the 3 prompts. The first being in the Society of Anthem, which is the book, individuals are persecuted for the pursuit of knowledge. Why do you think this is? What lessons can be drawn from Anthem? How should we think about the pursuit of knowledge in our world today, especially in the face of social opposition? The second is, in what ways do you think people should be more equality 72521? In your answer, give examples of equality's actions, characters, or attitude that you think are good or admirable. Using experiences from your own life, explain why you think these actions or traits are good and worth emulating. The people in the Society of Anthem are taught to live by certain principles concerning what's good and evil, right and wrong. Do you think those who adhere to these principles are happy or unhappy? And what lessons do you draw from this about how we should think about morality today? As you can see, they are talking about a book called Anthem, which you can read the notes up on the site that will be linked down below. Basically, I would really recommend that you take a look at this book. Do not just skim Wikipedia articles for it. I would take a look about this book and really take some notes and pick one of these to answer. Um, I would take your time. Um, I would probably choose the question that I want to answer before I read the book so I can take notes on that particular subject. Like, for example, the first one that's on your screen right now, which is in what ways do you think people should be more like Equality 72521, which is obviously a character in the book. Um, I would look out for the character's attitude and take notes and understand who this character is and why they're important to the book, but also why I would want to take from this character and what I would want to be like. So we'll take it into consideration. Read the book. Do not just skim an article. Do not just skim summary notes. Really read the book and understand who the characters are, what the meaning is, and what's the um, symbology around it. If you need help doing this or you need some to run ideas by someone, again, you can reach out to the NACRC and we can certainly help you with that. So to end this presentation, I would like to end with our biggest tip of the month when it comes to scholarships. And for this month, it is writing with essays for scholarships can be difficult. You'll often hear people say that it's important to edit your essays, and while that is true, it's important to let your eyes rest first. So after writing your essay, give yourself time to rest your eye from the screen. Once your eyes are rested, change the font and letter size of your essay to make it easier for you to catch mistakes. Um, I know it's very tempting that when you write an essay to just at that same moment go back up and edit it. But I would really take a moment, if it's a very long essay, take an hour or two just to look away from my screen, look at something else, do something else, and then go back to edit that essay because that allows you to catch mistakes that you are just glancing over. And by changing the font and the letter size, you're more able to catch spelling errors and spacing errors or overusage of commas, and that really becomes more prominent um, the more different it is than when you wrote it. If you do need help writing an essay, you need a little bit more guidance. Again, you can reach out to us. We can definitely help you with that. It's always good to get an extra pair of eyes on those type of things. So we have reached the end of this presentation, and I'm glad you stuck around this long. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact us. We have listed here all our social media handles, along with our email and phone number. Before we end, I do want to remind you that here at the NACRC, we can help students with more than just looking for scholarships. So if you need help submitting your FAFSA or are worried about the transition from high school to college, please contact us, and we are happy to help you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in May with 3 more scholarships you can apply to.